They go there all the time. So he brought me a green top flannel. He was like, this would look so good on you. I was like, well, it's 8 sizes too big, but I'll wear it as a makeup.
I was going to say, it'll still forever be in your closet.
Get him, girl.
Yes.
Good evening, Hoxeyville! It's your old pal Allison. How are you guys doing? Oh my God, we saved the beautiful weather for Sunday. Are you guys having a great time? No matter what the weather is, it's always beautiful to be here with you. And it's my 18th year here, getting to watch all of these wonderful humans grow, watch their music grow, watch them spread the love. And I do have to say, none have been my quite top #1 like May Erlewine. Her music and her love and her energy that she shares with us just gets me right in the heart. And whether you're 8 or 80, you resonate with May's music. And I'm so grateful that we have her here in Michigan. And it's so wonderful to see her spread her wings around the whole country and now even around the world to spread the love that she gave to us first. So will you please join me in a big warm welcome for May Erlewine and the Animals!
Lately my heart has been telling me things I choose to believe. I'm so very happy to be here. I'm so honored to be on this stage today. And I'm so glad that you all stuck around to listen. It's nice to see your beautiful faces in the sunshine.
Dream on.
Yeah. Well, you know, life gives us a lot to handle, you know. Life gives us a lot of lemons, and when we get served up the lemons, we gotta make like Beyonce, you know. But things don't always go the way we want, you know. Life is hard, it throws us curveballs, and we just all have to do our best, you know. Sometimes we don't do our best, and then we gotta do our best to recover from that too. It's tough out there. But once in a while, you know, life gives us the exact thing we want, and some real good. And we just get to like have someone hand us the most incredible taco we've ever seen with all our favorite stuff on it. We get to sit in the sun and we get to eat that taco, and we didn't even realize we were hungry or that we needed it. And that's pure glory right there. And if we don't take the moments and like really savor them, then you know the rest of it will just feel hard. So I hope that you're savoring this beautiful moment that we have together. I sure am.
Here, here.
So this song is sort of about that, having two good things at the same time. It's called Love and Desire. Thank you so much. Well, one of the fun parts of coming to Hoxeyville is all the wonderful friends that are sitting around backstage. We get to see each other. Sometimes it's the only time that I see some of these folks all year round. And, you know, Friday I released a new single. And I made it in Chicago with some friends over there, my friend Woody and my friend Packy. And we're gonna play it for you now. We've only played it a couple times live, and it just so happens that the beautiful man who played saxophone on the track is here as well. So please welcome Yali Rivlin to the stage. This is called Most of My Time. That was fun. Yali plays with a lot of wonderful groups. One of them is the Handstanders. He has a project with John Hanson. So keep your ears out for his beautiful playing. I think he special guested a couple times this weekend already, so he's a busy fella. So, have you all ever gone and done a thing and then realized, oh, I knew I shouldn't have done that?
Never.
Oh, you're lucky. I feel like there's a part of us that just knows things. It's a wise part of us. It's pure. It's always there. It's untouchable. You can't do anything to it. It's just there, and it's up to us whether we listen to it or not. And it's sort of like this wild, wise creature. It's more connected to everything than we are, and it's always got things to say, and it's up to us whether we're in relationship or how we're in relationship with it. So I was having a week where I was just doing things, and there's part of me that was like, I don't think that's a very good idea. And then I was like, no, I got it. And I'm like, dang, that other voice was right. And so I sat down, I was like, I need to get in touch with this wise animal part of myself because it's trying to tell me things, and I'm getting too busy in my head and I'm not listening. And so this song was an effort to connect, and I'll send it out to that wise, beautiful creature within you. And I'll try to get a little more animal with this one. you. Well, we're doing a few new ones here for you. Working on some new songs for a new full-length record that I'm making with my friend Theo next month. And that one will be on it, and I think this one will too. This song is about accountability and how even if it's easier sometimes to run away from the thing you have to face, it doesn't feel good. So this is called Running.
Yeah.
Well, I had a moment this January where a crazy thing happened where I had to really come to terms with what I was attached to and my ideals of what I thought would be versus what was actually happening. And it's painful to let go of what we thought would be or things we had hoped for. But sometimes, you know, if we can let go of what we thought, when we can finally do that and go through the pain of that, all of a sudden we come out and we see the brilliance that's all around us just waiting to be seen. And I know things didn't go the way a lot of people thought this weekend, but this sure is a beautiful Sunday, and I sure am glad to see all of us here together. So this is a new one, it's called Down to This. Heard you're back in that line. I still wish that you were mine, and I wish it most of always. It's no real place to live, wanting what you could not give. You can't build a home of hallways, and there's no use clinging to what never will be. And there's no sense keeping the future company if it all comes down to this. If this is what this is, I guess I'll live in the moment. And if we're really made of stars, then there's no end to what we are. If you've got light, go on, show it if it all comes down to this. I think we made it out alright, though it hurts, I know we tried. I think I would try forever, but it's not possible to breathe under the weight if you believe that you're not getting any better. And there's no use clinging to what never will be. And there's no sense keeping the future company if it all comes down to this. This is what this is, I guess I'll live in the moment. If we're really made of stars, then there's no end to what we are. If you've got light, go on, show it if it all comes down to this. And there's no use clinging to what never will be. And there's no sense keeping the future company if it all comes down to this. If this is what this is, I guess I'll live in the moment. If we're really made of stars, then there's no end to what we are. If you've got light, go on, show it. If it all comes down, if it all comes down, if it all comes down to this. If it all comes down, I think it all comes down. If it all comes down to this. Thank you.
That was beautiful. They don't.
I know.
There's not much sweets. I already checked it all out.
This is weird.
So I'm working on a record with my friend Raymond Little, who's one of my favorite songwriters in the Upper Peninsula. And it's a duo, yeah, the 30s. He also has a punk rock band called the 30s. And this song's gonna be on it. It's kind of a pure duo record. We wrote most of the songs together. This is called Nothing on Me. Can you show me where it is on the map? I'd love to take a trip like that, winding up through the trees and letting things go, getting good and lost on a muddy road. I'm still afraid of the dark sometimes, but not when the stars are shining this bright. I believe rock and roll is here to stay. Roll over Beethoven, I got things to say. You got nothing on me, and I got nothing to lose. Waiting for the right or wrong time, staring in my dirty shoes. You look at me one way, oh baby, I'm all shook up. You look at me that way, I'm thinking that it must be love, it must be something. You got nothing on me. Can you tell me something from when you were younger? Back when the world wasn't pulling you under. How do you feel when you're feeling free? If you had the time, what would freedom mean? I get scared when it matters. It seems to matter when we're together. Don't let me down, don't treat me bad, don't stop me now. There's more to be said. You got nothing on me, and I got nothing to lose. Waiting for the right and wrong time, staring in my dirty shoes. You look at me one way, oh baby, I'm all shook up. You look at me that way, I'm thinking that it must be love, it must be something. You got nothing on me. Must be something. You got nothing. It must be something. 'Cause you got nothing on me. Thank you so much. Well, I'm going to sing you an old song now. And I wrote this song with great concern about what was going on in this beautiful place we call home. And it's a letter to a president. And unfortunately, it's still very relevant. And so, you know, there's a lot going on to feel in the world. And if I had one prayer for all of you, it would be that we don't stop feeling it. And I know it's freaking hard because there's so many options to numb out and not, and it's so easy to do that. But if we stop feeling, we're gonna stop dreaming, and if we stop dreaming, then all of a sudden our future is gonna be taken right from underneath us by people who don't really care about our community, don't really care about our children, don't really care about community. So we have to keep those dreams alive. We have to keep feeling, and that means feeling some hard things too. And so I'm going to sing this song because this is our home. These are our dreams. This is our community, and it really matters. And there's one other thing I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to vote.
Thank you, May.
And I would be really excited to see the first woman president, that's for sure. and we keep dreaming, and we keep finding little ways we can show up every single day. And sometimes that's just just getting out of bed. Or maybe it's that you went and volunteered, got people out to vote, or whatever it is, whatever little thing you're moved to do and deep in your heart. I believe that those little things that we keep doing will make a big difference. And so I want to encourage you to not give up hope and to know that all the ways that you move through the world matter a lot. And I believe in that work, and that's what this song is about, because I think if we're all doing those little things and doing our best and listening to each other and caring about the future, then we can do some cool stuff. And I do think that we'll make a difference. I'm not asking for forgiveness, your permission or your grace. It's as simple as it could be. I think we've got what it takes. And I'm not looking for all the answers. I just love looking at your face. And if you want to know what I think we've got what it takes. I know your heart like I know breathing. You know a path, I know a place. They say nothing's ever easy, but with you it feels that way. I think we've got what it takes. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm not trying to raise the stakes. Just exactly as you are. I think we've got what it takes. I know your heart like I breathe. You know a path, I know a place. They say nothing's ever easy. Oh, but with you it feels that way. I think we've got what it takes. Thank you so much. How about it for this incredible band? On guitar, Eric O'Daly. Playing drums, Michael Schumann. On the bass, that's Max Lockwood. On keys, Joe Henninger. And we have a couple other very special guests for you. This is Davy Jones of Frontier Ruckus. And it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Basil Spoons.
This summer I went swimming, this summer I might drown, but I held my breath and kept my feet and moved my arms around. I moved my arms around. This summer I swam in the ocean, I swam in a swimming pool. Saw my wounds coloring my eyes. I'm a self-destructive fool. I'm a self-destructive fool. This summer I did the backstroke, and you know that that's not all. I did the breaststroke and the butterfly and the old Australian crawl, the old Australian crawl. This summer I swam in a public place and a reservoir to boot. At the latter I was informal, at the former I wore my suit. I wore my swimming suit. Hey! Basil Spoons, everybody. This summer I cried so hard I swam in my own tears. With the genocide and the rising tide, I'm up to my ears. I could use some help round here. This summer I went swimming, this summer I might have drowned, but I held my breath and kept my feet and moved my arms around. I moved my arms around.
Basil Spoons, everybody. I met them at the open mic at the Workshop Brewery in Traverse City. And they got on stage and I was like, oh my God. And so it's been a dream of mine to have them join me on stage, so thank you, Basil. We'd like to invite another guest up here. It's been a real long time since we played together. Mr. Luke Winslow King. I got to see last summer one of my heroes, my favorite songwriters, Miss Lucinda Williams. And, you know, she went up to the stage. She seemed maybe a little shaky, and I was like, oh man, what's this gonna be like? Because she's been doing this a long time. She got up there and she sang every song in the original key, just as badass as ever, as sultry as ever. And I cried and I laughed and I screamed her name probably 100 times and my hands in the air. So This one goes out to those who've been holding this music scene down for a real long time, and I hope you like it. And also, you know, if any of you have felt like you're getting so out there and so frustrated that you just don't know what to do, I think this song is for those exasperated moments, so maybe just let it out, sing along. This festival holds a really dear place in my heart. I have so many memories here. And, you know, it starts with people who honored the woods and the rivers around here and just wanted to get together. And it's funny because this year it ended up being mostly local musicians because, you know, we're connected. And I just want to point out, like, I know that there was a lot of people on the bill and it's all great and whatever, but I just want to point out how rich this scene is here in Michigan. And I will say that I travel all over, and I travel more and more all the time, and the more I travel, the more I realize how special it is here. And so I feel really honored to be a part of this and to have been a part of this for a long, long time. And I'm really grateful to Jake and Kristen for all that they've done to bring us all together year after year. So I'm going to send this one out to them because I know how much they love to go canoeing on that Pine River. Take my hand, my one, and we'll shove off to the sun, and together we will run the River Jordan. With stars in our eyes, we'll sleep under the sky, safe on the banks of the River Jordan. And when you fall asleep, sleep well, sleep deep. The dreams are always sweet on the River Jordan. In the morning you'll see light pouring through the trees, shining like a diamond on the River Jordan. Oh Let your troubles go, let them melt with the snow. You won't need them anymore on the River Jordan. Let joy fill your cup, let it fill you right up. You'll have more than enough on the River Jordan. And when you fall in, baptized of all your sins, oh, we all take a swim on the River Jordan. And when you're warm and dry, with that spark in your eye, you might give another try to the River Jordan. Oh yeah, From what I understand, they say the promised land is on the banks of the River Jordan. Well, I must agree, I never felt so free. Just you, me, the river, and the morning, yeah, Davy Jones, everybody. Davy's in the band Frontier Ruckus and the band Brawny Lad. Keep track of them. We got a few more for you.
Stay with us.
So you guys know like how when you're a kid and you go and you have a sleepover, and what do? You stay up way later than you're supposed to, and it's like kind of bad, but it's the best kind of bad. And even though you're tired the next day, you still feel awesome. You're like full of life and excitement and joy. And so this song is sort of about that kind of mischief, you know, where we're stay a little young at heart and we have that good kind of wholesome fun. And sometimes staying up all night laughing with our loved ones, it's like fills our cup, even if we might be a little sleepy the next day. So, you know, I know tomorrow's Monday, but let's have a little fun while we're still here, right? This is a song by my friend Aaron Lee Tastian, and it's about that kind of fun.
Saved up all my money and blew all of my money, 'cause I really don't care. I really don't care. Staying up all night, it could be good, it could be bad for you. It's gonna be alright. Oh, it won't be. I broke up with my boyfriend to go out with my girlfriend. 'Cause love is like that. 'Cause love is like that. Staying up all night. It could be good, it could be bad for you. It's gonna be alright. Oh, it won't be. I went to the doctor. She said you might have a problem, but I really can't tell. I really can't tell. Staying up all night. It could be good, it could be bad for you. It's gonna be alright. Oh, it won't be. Staying up all night. It could be good, it could be bad for you. It's gonna be alright. Oh, it won't be. 'Cause love is like that. 'Cause love is like that. Love is like that. Love is
Thank you. Y'all want to sing with us? I heard an I do. Thank you to that one person who said I do. We got this one little bit of time, and we were born with an instrument in our bodies. And you know, there's no such thing as good singing and bad singing. There's just singing and not singing. So we might as well sing, right? And we can't know what's going to happen, you know? Life is surprising. We don't know how much time we have. But the one thing I do know is that we live on in the hearts of those we touch. And I know that this festival and everybody who's put it on has left a lot of goodness in all of our hearts. And so I'm going to teach you this song, and we'll sing it together. It goes back and forth. Some of you know it, so if you know it, sing it really loud. I'll say, when I go, you say, when I go, I want to leave a good feeling. Leave a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. And oh, I know, I'm not really leaving. Beautiful. Let's try again. When I go, I wanna leave a good feeling. Leave a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. And oh, I know, I'm not really leaving. If there's a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. Beautiful. Somewhere the day is dawning, and I hope to see it too. But my heart's not ever knowing. It's just meant for loving you. So that's what I'm gonna do when I go. I wanna leave a good feeling. Leave a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. Oh, I know I'm not really leaving. There's a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. Someday my time will come, and I will meet that golden light. For it's not what I'm becoming, it's just what I left behind. I hope that you don't mind when I go. Wanna leave a good feeling. Leave a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. And oh, I know I'm not really leaving. There's a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. And somehow I know the ending. Oh, I never knew the start, but all my new beginnings, I find them here in your heart. I think that's where I start when I go. I wanna leave a good feeling. Leave a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. Oh, I know I'm not really leaving. There's a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. I said when I wanna leave a good feeling. Leave a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. Oh, I know I'm not really leaving. There's a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. I wanna leave a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. Hope to leave a good feeling in your ever-loving heart. Thank you so much. We're gonna do one more for you. Thank you for listening. Got full chord up next. How about it for these beautiful humans, these animals on stage with me? Erica Daly, Michael Schumann, Max Lockwood, Joe Hettinger. How about Davy Jones on that banjo? Basil Spoons on the spoons. Yali Rivlin on that saxophone. Luke Winslow King on that guitar. And let's hear it for the beautiful Miss Allison Cole, who has led us in the MC magic all these years. Thank you, Allison.
Thank you, Miss Meg. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to leave you with this one, and I hope that as you move through the coming days and the coming weeks and the coming years, that you can find always a place to call home in your heart, and always a way to rekindle your hope and your belief in the goodness of people. I know it's hard sometimes, it's easy to feel discouraged, but I wrote this song when I was feeling hopeless about the world. It was in 2004, I was terrified. And I wrote it just to help me get through that night. And songs have a funny way, music is magic, it moves around, it moves through the hearts of people, and that's why it matters. And so since then, this song has been picked up and used in churches, at births, at funerals, at protests, at pride events, all the kind of places. I could never have even imagined all the places this song has traveled. So even when you're in your most hopeless, sorrowful moment, just remember that your energy still matters and you just don't know what's going to happen. So I'll send this out, and whatever part of your life needs a little bit of extra light right now, may you carry this moment we all have together with you and use it when you need it. Thank you guys again for listening. Appreciate you.
We love you, May!
It's time for me to start walking again. Stop running away from it. Next time you see me, I will be singing a new song. I am learning to shine on. Shine on. Shine on. There'll be time enough for darkness when everything's gone. Shine on, shine on. face when everything's gone. Shine on, shine on. There is work to be done in the dark before dawn. There is work to be done, so you've got to shine.
May Erlewine, everybody, and the animals. Make sure you check out May's new album with Theo Katzman, right? Okay, who's heard of My Dear Disco?